Hey guys, it's Hunter. This is my What Would You Do assignment. Phasing out of fossil fuels and moving towards energy. I'm wearing my sustainability shirt. So let's get started. So the intro talked about how for like almost 300 years, our world has relied on like coal, natural gases, petroleum, just a lot of like non-sustainable, non-long-term sustainable options. And so we need to start protecting our environment and our economy. So I'm at this public meeting for the Energy Commission, and my first decision I make is to subsidize alternative energy companies. So the reason I did this was because the scientists actually recommended this in the page before, because that grows strong support to compete with fossil fuels, so the companies can compete with the fossil fuel companies like the car companies and other natural gas reliant companies. And evidence for this decision from Sherman and Montgomery 2023, page 432, says government subsidies have historically shaped energy markets, and shifting them towards renewables speed up the clean transition. So the benefits of this are lower carbon emissions, green jobs, or sustainability jobs, and it also builds energy independence and innovation, which is good for the United States especially. The one challenge or pushback for this was that it's going to be hard to pay for or allocate for these subsidies. But in Sherman Montgomery 2023, page 417, it says that long-term investments in sustainability infrastructure actually improve public health and energy security. So in the long term, this is a good decision for the Energy Commission. So my next decision based off what I just read was to actually have incentives for consumers and local governments, because passing laws that allow states and local governments to have direct incentives encourages alternate energy. Some of these incentives were tax credits, like rebates, programs, even like converting old houses to more sustainable houses. So this lets the consumers have long-term energy choices, and encourages local economies, and it makes renewable energy more affordable, which is pretty good. And actually, this was liked by not only the scientists and our neighbors, but the petroleum companies, because they liked that they can still sell their vehicles without having a mandate against them. It's just up to the consumer. So in conclusion, having a balanced strategy with both the petroleum companies we were talking about earlier that rely on fossil fuels, and new energy companies that get incentives from local and state governments, or local and whatever, you got what I'm saying. And that just builds like a long-term sustainable practice. So yeah, thank you for listening.